expect anything. Asked Dr. Russell if he knew why she was against the drug. Or should we do something else? Maybe I went wrong somewhere. Who was funding it, dickhead?
Hardrock was being funded by the
Fund. Talk about funds.
Which, of course, is owned by Clink International.
Clink International. Asked Dr. Russell if Angie's report would have negatively affected him personally by putting in peril. I'll try that one. It's popped up so much.
Look, I can see where you're going with this, and it's absolutely ludicrous to imply that I might have some part in her undoing. I'm a passive-aggressive person by nature. There are far more effective and legal ways to sideline an irritating colleague.
So that was right. Is that why it was popping up so much? Not because it was wrong, but because it was right? Explain. Well, that's a bit there, isn't it? Explain. Ask Dr. Russell to answer your question if anyone can verify the... Ask Dr. Russell to answer your question if Angie's report would have... Ask Dr. Russell to answer your question if he would categorize his relationship with Dr. Relays. Explain, fucker.
Objection,
Fuck
Your Honor.
you.
The defense is way off topic. Sustained.
How am I off
Counsel,
topic?
You are barking up the wrong tree and wasting my time.
You're
I'm
wasting
going to
my
allow
time,
to
you
start
fucking
again.
asshole.
I suggest you direct your questions in a manner that credits your intelligence.
What is wrong with his colour as well? Why is he white? Prick.
She was simply creating mischief.
Don't want to
I
click
don't
skip.
wish to
It might
disparage
end it
the
all.
deceased, but, simply put, she
I'll
was
start it
dead
again after
of
and see what
my
skip
success.
does. Negative impact.
That's an interesting question. There was, of course, that weaselly police detective...
What did I ask? I thought it was the same thing before.
I discovered him lurking about the laboratory the odd evening leading up to the murder. Apparently, his presence was sanctioned by the higher-ups.
Why is he allowed to talk all this crap?
I thought it odd. Obviously, as a policeman, he
What's all
would
this
have
crap
had
got to do with
access
whatever
her
question it
apartment
was I asked
after
him?
the murder. Just a thought.
I can't ask him simple questions and just end the game for me. Okay. Ask Dr. Russell if Duke Crabtree could have taken a vial of Paxwick in advance of the murder. Ask Dr. Russell whether Duke Crabtree had ever threatened Dr. Relay about her report. Ask Dr. Russell to explain why he believed Detective Duke Crabtree had authorized access to the lab from the higher-ups. Try that.
Objection. The
Fuck
question
off.
is hypothetical. Counsel is imputing the credibility of a police officer.
Fuck
by
you.
furiously inventing some sort of conspiracy. Sustained. Counsel, I hope you realize that you are paddling into some very dangerous waters here.
Fuck
Call
off.
your next witness, and if you can provide this court with
Well, was I
legitimate
right?
testimony to back this line of questioning, I will let it proceed.
What?
However, I'm warning you, if this is simply a fishing expedition, I'll haul your canoe out of the water and spank you
Fucking
with the
hell, what
paddle.
kind of judge is
Call your
this?
next witness.
Well, you
Call
just...
Ted Hardrock.
Your Honor,
What?
it's my unfortunate duty to inform the court that Mr. Hardrock is not available at the present time.
What do you mean he's unavailable? Is he not incarcerated?
It pains me to inform the court
What is
that he
this?
escaped 35 minutes ago.
Oh, not again. What's wrong with you people?
Order.
When will you people wake up and...
Silence.
Shut up, you
Counsel,
fucking
I will
asshole.
not tolerate another outburst from your
How many
client.
times does he have to escape and make fools of you before you reevaluate your procedures?
Mrs. Hardrock, one more outburst from you and I'll hold you in contempt.
I'm sorry,
Hold her
but
in
it
contempt,
does strain
then.
one's credibility to the danger of...
Contempt! Contempt!
I'm sorry.
You're talking,
I'm
you
sure
bitch.
you're just as
Contempt!
incredible as I am.
The word is incredulous, and stop. I will not hear another word from you unless sanctioned by this court. Who's your next witness? Oh, I might have guessed.
Call Bridget Hardrock. Place your right hand on the Bible.
Fuck
Do
your
you
Bible.
swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, So help you God?
Stuff your Bible up your
I
ass.
pray to you, almighty and merciful Jesus, that you will shine a light through me into the darkness of
Beat
this
the judge
courtroom
to death with that
and
Bible.
illuminate the way and the truth through my
Gonna
words.
smash his
A simple
glasses.
I do will suffice, Mrs. Hardrock.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Just say I
Say
do.
sorry to that
Could you
prick.
please repeat the oath so
Throw
that
it at
there's
him.
no
Go on,
confusion
grab
to
it
what
and
I'm
chuck it
saying
in.
I do too?
Beat her up
Do
too.
you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes, I mean I do.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Ask Bridget if she taped the dynamite to Ted and splattered beet juice on the walls. Yep, why not?
I assumed he'd get arrested immediately, and the order forcing me to give him the kids would get reversed. He's a dangerous man,
You're
and
a
I
silly
don't trust
cunt
him with
if
the
you
kids,
thought
and
that.
the law's a fool.
Mrs. Hardrock, any more slurs about the law and you'll be in contempt.
I'm sorry,
Do
Judge,
not
but
mock
you have
the
to
law.
understand a mother has to protect her
Mrs.
children.
Hardrock, stop the editorializing and just
Do not
answer
editorialize the
question.
law.
I just want the jury to understand that I was protecting
Silence.
Silence.
my children.
Law.
Mrs. Hardrock,
Mr. Hardrock, law.
you
Law.
are trying my patience.
I'm sorry.
Do not mock law. Okay, I'll stop and start. There we go. So, ask Bridget to account for her whereabouts from 9:30 to 1:30 a.m. Ask Bridget how the bracelet got to the site of the murder. Ask Bridget how she was able to strap dynamite to Ted's waist without him resisting. Ask Bridget what time it was when she got home. Okay?
I went back to my ma's, and she was still watching the 10 o'clock movie, so it must have been before midnight. After the movie, we got into an argument about the car. She said I should leave it at Ted's place so he'd get busted.
That's all very interesting. I expect you'll want to cross-examine. Thank you.
You only receive one channel on your television set, correct?
Yes,
Do you know what this is?
it looks like a TV guide.
White, would you kindly read the listing for Channel 5 at 10 p.m.? On the night of the murder.
Football.
That's right, which went to 12:20 a.m. If your mother was watching a movie when you came home,
It's a misprint.
it would mean that you did not return home until after 12:20 a.m.
It's a printing mistake, you idiot.
allowing you plenty of time to murder Dr. Raleigh.
I didn't kill her, and you haven't proved a thing.
You're a liar and a murderer, Mrs. Hardrock.
I'm telling the
No
truth.
further questions.
You smug bastard. He hasn't proved a thing.
Counselor, it would appear to me that you've done your client more harm than
Hail.
good. I'm going to allow you to start over. And if you don't advance your client's case, I'm going to have you removed for incompetence.
Oh, shut up, you fucking wanker. What? What is this? What's it bollocks? What? I didn't even fucking say nothing. All I did was ask her some question. This fucking tosser goes in. How did he? What did I say? I don't remember what I said, but this fucking wanker goes in, starts talking, then he gives me a fucking lecture when I did nothing. What, you're not allowed to ask this shit in court? All they say is irrelevant, and then say, okay, irrelevant, ask something else. They don't say, fuck off, end of game, restart, or any of the other bollocks. They just let you continue. Why don't I get that? I'm not gonna fucking end the trial and kick you out just for saying some bollocks like asking her the time or asking her something like that.
I left the dinner and decided to go for a walk down by the lake. I looked up at the stars,
You
and they
dirty
were
Sanchez,
so
you
beautiful.
bitch.
I started to recall the poetry of the two Williams, Blake and Wordsworth.
The court wants to know what you
You go,
did,
Adolf.
not what you were thinking.
But that's what I was doing, Your Honor. I was thinking about nature and poetry and
Stop
the
moving.
majesty of the Lord's work.
Stay still.
And I lost all track of time.
Heard her moving about. Ask Bridget how she came across Yale Johnson's car.
I heard Ted yelling, so I went up from the lake to have a look. I saw him chasing after a red car. The other car was there abandoned with the engine running.
Ask Bridget what time it was when she drove off in Yale's car. What time was it, Bridget?
I went back to my ma's, and she was still watching the 10 o'clock movie, so it
In
must have
your
been
mouth.
before midnight. After the movie,
There
we
we
got
go.
into an argument about the car. She said I should leave it at Ted's place so
Shit
he'd get
mouth.
busted.
That's all very interesting. I
get in
expect
there.
you'll want to cross-examine.
Thank you.
Go on, hey, come here.
You only receive one channel on your television set, correct?
Yes.
Do you know what this is?
It looks like a TV guide.
White, would you kindly read the listing for Channel 5 at 10 p.m.? On the night of the murder. That's right.
The murder.
12:20 a.m. If your mother was watching a movie when you came home,
It's a misprint.
it would mean that you did not return home until after 12:20 a.m.
It's a printing
She's
mistake.
a slag.
you
What do you
idiot.
expect?
You plenty
That's the
of
time they get home,
to
isn't it?
murder Dr. Raleigh.
I didn't
That's
kill
pretty
her.
early
You
for a
haven't
whore,
proved
isn't
a
it?
thing.
You're a liar and a murderer, Mrs. Hardrock.
I'm telling the truth.
Hitler.
Questions.
You
Hell,
bastard.
Geico.
He hasn't proved a thing.
Counselor, it would appear to me that you've done your client more harm than good.
So
I'm
what?
going to allow you to start over. And if you don't advance your client's case, I'm going to have you removed for incompetence.
That stupid fucking bitch.